Hello, everyone. Welcome to this short webinar on which IIBA certification is right for me. My name is Alan Mishra. I'm the principal trainer and business analyst at Adaptive US. You may be glad to know that I am the very first business analyst in the world to get all seven IIBA certifications. So that gives me some moral authority to speak to you about which certification will be the best one for you. And you can ask any of your questions in the chat window. If I'm able to answer right now, well and good. If not, I will definitely reply to your chat messages later. So let's see why people get confused as and when they get to see so many certifications from IIBA. So let me add the presentation for today. I think I just have to pick up the one which is correct for today, this one. Yeah. So I'm just going to present the right presentation. I think I just picked up the head slide only. So just give me a second till it gets loaded here. And meanwhile, as we load the slide, I thank you for joining the webinar. And then I hope you will find some right information about any of these certifications that you're looking for. And then we will continue from there. So I think I am up. So I trust this 30 minutes is going to be quite helpful for you in terms of choosing the right certification. And trust me, a right training and right certification can do wonders for your career. We have seen this with hundreds and thousands of BAs that we have interacted over last 5 years. And you must have seen IIBA salary survey report, and mostly trained and certified BAs earn 20% more on an average. They, of course, see a faster career growth, are much more confident when they are at work, and obviously, they are much more happier at work as well because they are able to do their job much better. And just to give you a little bit of idea, we did a survey with our students, and this is the result that we got. So 49% of our students reported a better role at their work, 58% reported higher salary, and 91% reported higher confidence, which is a very nice thing. We still wish probably 100% of the students should get higher confidence, so we are still working on it. But in general, a good training with a good support makes quite a lot of difference to a business analyst's career. So as we look at it, there are seven certifications from IIBA today. And the key factor that determines your choice of certification, one would be the amount of business analysis experience that you have. And secondly, the focus area for your certification, or focus area for your improvement, rather, I would say. And I take every certification as an opportunity to improve my own skills, my own knowledge, and I trust all of you would find it equally enriching when you go for the certification. So, just a quick breakdown of how these certifications are distributed. So, we have two categories of certifications, one we call core certifications, and one we call specialized certifications. So, in general, someone should start with a core certification so that that's where you learn about the fundamentals of business analysis, and then you pick up certain specialized certifications if you happen to take interest in those specializations or you are operating in those contexts. So let's see what are these core certifications and what are these specialized certifications. So in the core certifications, we start with the base or the junior most certification, you can call it as, and this is called entry level certification, entry certification in business analysis. This is good for anyone who is planning to learn about business analysis, want to get into business analysis, and this does not require any prior BA experience. Even a prior training is not mandatory, but a training always helps to complete the certification in time. And this does not expire, so that's a nice thing. And it, of course, has a reduced exam scope. So all three core certifications are based on BA BOC, but this certification is even more condensed. It does not deal with the entire BA BOC, but only a part of BA BOC. So that way, the amount of study that you have to do is much less. Then coming down to the next little bit of financial aspects, you need to pay $45 for application fee, and exam fee is $150. And also let's remember that these are for members, and a membership fee varies between $55 to $139. And if you are in Canada, you of course have to pay additional taxes. But the good part is IIBA and Adaptive are offering something called exam bundle, which does not require you to pay taxes because it's from Adaptive US. So we get it at a tax-free rate, and we will pass on the same thing to you as well. Then this exam has 50 multiple choice questions, and you need to answer them within 1 hour. And mostly these questions are knowledge based, so they're not very complicated. And if you study the guide, you are generally good enough. Then we move to the next certification, which is called CCBA. And this is the second level certification for anybody who has between 2 to 2.5 years of BA experience. So obviously, this is a higher order capability, and, and it requires you to have 3750 hours of BA experience, two professional references, and this also requires you to be trained for 21 hours. Then for this, the application fee is little more. It's $145, and the exam fee is also a little more, which is $250. This is a 3-hour exam with 130 multiple choice questions, and all the questions are scenario based, so they are not directly from the book. Then you typically need 10 to 14 weeks of preparation and between 90 to 120 hours of study time. Then from CCBA, we move to the third level examination or certification, which is called CBAP. And this is probably world's most recognized business analysis certification. This requires 7,500 hours of BA experience, which roughly translates to about 5 years of BA experience. And this also requires you to recertify every 3 years. And prior to the certification, you need to have 35 hours of training. So all adaptive trainings are IIB endorsed, so you get it all covered as part of IIBA offering from us. The application fee is $145, same as CCBA, but the exam fee is little more, which is $350. This is a 3.5-hour exam with 120 multiple choice questions, and it involves both scenario and case type of questions, which is a little bit more complicated compared to CCBA. Typically requires 14 to 18 weeks of preparation and an effort between 120 to 160 hours. Now that we have completed the core certifications, let's take a look at the specialized certifications. So one of the most popular specialized certification is on business data analytics, which is what we call it as CBDA. Again, for this, there is no mandate on experience or training, but it does require you annual recertification. So this is generally recommended for many CBAPs because if you are looking at enhancing your skills in data analytics, this is an amazing course to go through. And data is becoming quite a lot popular nowadays, so it makes sense to be familiar with the data analytics side of the story. uh, for all specialized certifications, there is no application fee, and the exam fee is $250. This is a 2 hours exam, 75 multiple choice questions, and mostly knowledge type of questions. Some few scenario type questions as well come in. And preparation time frame is similar to ECBA, about 6 to 8 weeks, and 60 to 80 hours of study time. Then CPOA. Again, CPOA also has picked up a lot of interest in the business analyst community because more and more organizations are looking at product owner role, and organizations are also getting into product development. So that's why the interest in product ownership is quite high. Again, no prior experience needed, no training is mandatory, but no recertification requirement as well. So that way, once you are a CPOA, it will maintain forever. So some of the specialized certifications have recertification, some of them don't have. Again, the exam is 1.5 hours, 60 multiple choice questions, and the preparation effort is very similar to ECBA. And it's not a very difficult exam. So if you are working as a product owner or you want to become a product owner, this is a great course to go through. Then comes the certification called AAC, which is for Agile Analysis. And again, this does not require any prior experience. No prior training is also mandated, but it also requires annual recertification. So some of you may consider going through a specialized certification in order to earn the CD hours to maintain your CBAP. So this is a nice way to enhance your skills and also maintain your certification. Again, I think the exam fee is same for all specialized ones, $250, no application fee. I believe there is some benefit on CPOA certification for this month. I think there's a 15% discount from IIBA, which you can take advantage of. 2 hours exam, 85 multiple choice questions. Again, the preparation time is very similar to ECBA or CPOA or CBDA. Then we come to the last certification, and I think this is the most recent one, which IIBA added, and this is for cyber security analysis. So if your application seems to have a lot of sensitive data, or you are interested to learn about application data security, this is a good certification to go through. I learned a lot of things because before that, I, of course, have been working as a BA for a very long time, but the information security aspect of those projects, I wasn't very aware of. So once I completed this course, I got to see the perspective from where we are coming. How do we minimize data leaks, or how do we make sure that we do not collect unnecessary data that is not needed for business? Or in case we have to share data with testing team and other people, how do we make sure that we are not exposing any of our customer data or confidential data to our stakeholders? um, Again, the good news is there is no application fee. The exam fee is $250, like all other specialized certifications. It's a 1.5 hours exam and 75 multiple choice questions. Preparation time is very similar to what you see for ECBA, CBDA, CPOA, and AAC as well. Here is an interesting book for you. I'm just leaving this slide on for a few seconds so that you can note down the URL. It's bit.ly / free hyphen 200 hyphen questions. So this is a book which contains 200 IIB exam mock questions spanning across all 7 standards. So you can actually look at it and figure out how complex are these questions, how much do you know already. Some of you may know some part of it because you are a practicing business analyst, and then you can assess should you go for a particular exam, or you would like to go for a different certification. Few final thoughts before I wind up this short webinar. In general, what we have observed with many of our students, um, not getting certified affects your income potential, that's for sure. It also makes you a bit more vulnerable in today's highly competitive market situation. So, keeping ourselves updated on knowledge, skills is very, very essential for all of us as business analysts. And at Adaptive, we are committed to all our students. We work with our students very closely, and we maintain a very solid, long relationship with all our students. So I hope we would have a great journey together. And trust us, it's going to make a lot of difference to your life and to us as well. And as I wind up, we have today more than 1,500 IAB certified professionals, which I would consider it as almost a world record for last 3 years. And we hope that you get certified, you are more confident at your work, you are able to earn well, and you are able to establish yourself as a seasoned business analyst. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. And if you have any question, I'll be happy to take, or I will answer you as it comes on the feed. Thank you so much.